Welcome back. Just coming back to do this review of the Lytmi backlight kit for the TV. So originally, when I had my Vizio 65-inch TV before upgrading to the TCL, I had a Lytmi Neo HDMI 2.0 sync box. One of the major issues with that box was Dolby Vision. The colors for the ambient around the TV did not accurately represent the colors on the TV. Sometimes it'll be like a greenish, bluish type color around the screen. And I was hoping that they fix it with the new Fantasy 3 box because it has HDMI 2.1 on it. So just to give you some clarification, this is the Neo box that I had. It's completely different than the Fantasy 3 that I have now, especially with the light strip. The box is about the same. And I got the cables and all that stuff in the Ziploc bag. So let me take this out so you can see the differences. So with the Neo box, the LED strips were a lot thicker, which I didn't mind at all, but it definitely has some issues staying up on the TV with the mounting hardware. So here's the light strip, and you can see this certain areas you can cut. Let's see if I zoom in. Hold up, because I know it's trying to focus on TV. But yeah, you can see exactly where the LEDs are at or where you can cut on the strip itself. You can see the contact to hook it up as well. Keeps on focus, just trying to focus on TV. But yeah, that's the light strip for the Neo. It's heavier, which has made it a little bit more difficult for the mounting hardware to keep up on the TV. Because there's several times where, especially at the bottom, it'll sag at the bottom because the 3M tape that they gave us didn't really hold up that well. As far as the sync box, here's the actual sync box. So here's the Neo one. You have two HDMI ports, one's the input, one's the output. Then you have two USB ports as well. One's labeled side and one's labeled bottom, depending on how you put the LED strips on the back of the TV. And then on front, you have three LEDs as well. And they just light up to let you know with the if it's connected to Wi-Fi, if it's on, and then if the LED strips, what type of mode the LED strips on. So when it comes to the mounting hardware, so this is for like a corner, and then this is for this is straight line across the back or whatever. And it came with this power brick as well. Just standard power brick. So that was the Neo box. So like I said, for the price that you pay for it, it's not bad. Major issue, Dolby Vision. The color accuracy of the ambient light on Dolby Vision. So they're supposed to address that with the Fantasy 3 box. Spoiler alert, they didn't. So I know there's been a few reviews out there, and I've been meaning to get my review out here on this. But I was asked to deploy overseas, help my unit out, and that's where I was at. So here's the user manual. When it comes to the actual LEDs, as you can see, once it kind of focuses, there we go. This light strip's a lot thinner, and it's one continuous light strip. So let me show you guys on the back of the TV. So originally I was gonna do an unboxing and all that stuff, but when I got the TV in and everything, I was like, well, I don't want to be fighting, because the main thing is I wanted to get the TV on the wall as soon as possible. So here is the light strip. As you can see, it is a lot thinner compared to the Neo. And then how you loop it is you have several of these little clips, like up here, to keep this little loop part right here. So this right here has, the actual light strip has 3M tape on the back of it. And like I said, you have these little plastic clips to kind of hold it in place as well when you start making these turns or whatnot. The actual box is right here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull that out because of the HDMI cable is short and I need to swap that out. But overall, I do like the build quality of the new sync box. Looks like some of it's not sticking. I have to go through and make sure, because you know, heat and time like that makes the tape not adhere correctly sometimes. So that is the Lytmi. So with the Lytmi Fantasy 3, as my gimbal kind of adjusts. Get this back up. And I apologize for the, I gotta get a new gimbal. It's a little bit more, this is an older version of the gimbal, so I definitely have to upgrade. So since I can't pull that box out, I'll just show you in the manual. So you have 4 HDMI ports, the power port, the LED strip, USB ports on the side as well. And like I said, overall, this is what the box looks like, as you saw in the back. Eventually, like I said, I had to pull it out and redo the HDMI cable because the HDMI cable is shorter and it's only a 4K high-speed cable. The one I got to replace it is an HK. I'm not HK, but 8K. It's supposed to be able to do 8K, 60 frames per second cable. And the reason I want that cable behind there is when eventually I do upgrade this TV to an 8K TV. Then I already have the cable in place. I'm not pulling more cable. It's just a swap of the TV with the mounting hardware on the back. Because the plan is to do, because this is a 75-inch, that mount, the wall mount is rated up to 90-inch. I would like to do 85-inch when it comes to an 8K TV on this one. And then eventually this 75-inch will go into the my bedroom and the master bedroom. So the original plan was the 65-inch that I had out here was gonna go into the bedroom. The 75 that's here will of course be here, and then the 55 that's in my bedroom currently will go outside because the this is an old TV, and the LEDs on that, unfortunately, on the top row is starting to go out. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I can take it apart, replace those LEDs to get the full picture back up to the end, because it look kind of dark. You see the dark lines where the LEDs are starting to go out, unfortunately. So back to the Lytmi box. As you can see, I do have it on. This is HDR10 content on YouTube, so I'm just doing a video. And I paused, no, not paused, but I muted the music on it. That way there's no copyright strike or anything like that. Um, Even though I think these videos are, um, I forgot what they call, basically the no copyright. They're free for use for everyone. But just want to make sure, because in my last video for the TCL, I did get a copy strike. Well, not really a copy strike. Someone tried to claim that I was trying to use some copyright material um, with the with one of the 4K channels on DirecTV Stream. You know, I had the sound muted and whatnot, and I was talking over it. So um, YouTube said it was in my favor that, you know, it was fair game. So no issues, no copyright strikes, or, you know, anything like that to that case. So that was my first time ever having that issue. So, but like I said, back to the box. Like I said, overall for the price that you're getting for this box, I think I paid what, $199 when it first came out. So actually no, I think I paid cheaper than that because I got it like pre-sale. And I'll put it in the description how much I paid for it at the time. But I did get it on Amazon. What I basically, not actually, no, I did not get it on Amazon. So Lytmi actually sent me an email, say, hey, we're doing a pre-sale, new product coming out, and they gave it out at a discounted price. And I went ahead and sprung for it because I knew I was gonna get a new TV. And I was definitely looking at 75 inch. So this one on the box is a 75 to 80 inch version, and it goes all the way to 85 to 95 to 85 to 90 inch. Unfortunately, it's gonna go up to 95 inch. But yeah. So like I said, right now I'm viewing content in HDR10, no issues. As you can see, the color replication around the TV matches the content on the TV, which is what you want. Let me back out of here and find a different, shows a little bit more color. So, I'm not sure this is actually a good video when it comes to ambient light. But you can see some of the colors move with the liquid on the screen in correlation to where the LEDs are around the screen as well. I don't like that one. Let me see if I can find a different one. Let me go into the search. I know I had ambient lighting before. Yep. So let's try this one. This is one of those test ones. As you can see, the blues and the greens are actually showing correctly, and showing in where the actual object is on the TV as well, which is around the screen. See the red, actually doing a pretty good job. I think this is SD standard definition, it's not HDR. So, let's try this one. This is 2 colors, but I think this rotates. So you got the color red. Now I'm going to a yellowish, almost green. And going into like a bluish. Like I said, the color accuracy is pretty good on this light strip on the sync box. Here you go, this is where it kind of rotates around with the different colors. It's actually a good a demo to see if it's lined up correctly. So, like I said, you saw earlier with HDR10. Now let's get into the issue. So originally, this is a HDMI 2.1 box, and it's supposed to be able to do Dolby Vision. Now, disclaimer, I do have an on-ear receiver that is passing through the signal to the TV and to the sync box, so it shouldn't be affecting that as well. But it could, it's a possibility. And then two, the actual HDMI cable could be a bad cable as well. So that's why I want to swap it out with a good cable that I know that's good and it's ready for that speed as well. But Disney Plus does have Dolby Vision content. And let me find a movie that I noticed. Not HD, but Dolby Vision. I think Wakanda Forever is, yep, it's Dolby Vision. I got the sound muted to prevent, copyright, stuff like that. And I'll only show a few seconds. So this is the color you're greeted with when it comes to Dolby Vision. As soon as Dolby Vision's on, you have this red border, especially at the bottom. And then on the sides, you have this kind of like pinkish with some whites thrown in there every now and then. So it should be, I know it's letterbox, but it should still show the colors correctly, which it's not doing. And unfortunately, YouTube on Apple TV, the YouTube app does not display Dolby Vision, it only does HDR10. But as you see throughout this movie, even on the dark scenes, you'll get that pinkish hue around. Let's go to a lighter scene. Yeah, right there. Like I said, get the red. And then even like on the side of the TV with the ocean and everything, it's still not matching up correctly with the colors. End credit. Now you would think with the fire, it'll match the kind of how the fire kind of moves. It should move with the LEDs as well, which is not doing. So it should be some green on the left side where those trees and the grass was at, but it wasn't. But as you can see, Dolby Vision does not work at all with this box like it's supposed to, which is unfortunate. And it's very distracting when it comes to watching a Dolby Vision movie on this thing, to the point where I almost want to turn it off. The wife, she doesn't mind, she'll watch it regardless. But me, it's definitely something that kind of annoys me, unfortunately. But any other movie, no issues at all. There's another Dolby Vision movie. Actually, no, this one's not Dolby Vision. I thought it was. It's just Dolby Atmos. So as you can see, you can see how the light kind of travels across. I don't know, is it? Weird. Actually, no, I think this is a Dolby Vision movie too. I'm not sure why it didn't pop up. Yeah, it is, because it's red around the border. But it's still not showing an accurate color, unfortunately. It's a lot better than that red that I was watching earlier. When it comes to this regular, this is Bluey. This with the kiddos watch, I like Bluey. But this is how it should be. It should be like, it should match what's on the screen. It's not as bright as on top as it was. Now it is, because the full screen is the same color. But yeah, that is my major issue with this box. So like I said, build quality is good. When it comes to SDR, HDR10, I haven't tested out anything HDR10 Plus. Because my Apple TV, it's not the 3rd generation 4K, it's the 2nd generation, so it cannot do HDR10 Plus, unfortunately. And my Blu-ray player also is limited to this HDR10, so eventually I'm going to have to upgrade that Blu-ray player. I do plan on getting a new Apple TV 3rd gen, and then eventually down the road, I do want to upgrade the receiver to a 2.1 receiver as well. That way, this eliminates any issue when it comes to the handshaking of HDMI and then HDCP products as well. But yeah, for the most part, as you can see, like the apps at the bottom, when you're flipping through, it kind of matches what is at the bottom. So you see like the 2 YouTube icons. You see the white. It's not as bright as for some of the darker ones or the ones in blue, or you kind of get like a little reddish tint from the red ones as well. So that's how your HDMI sync box should be working for the most part. Like I said, HDR, no issues. HDR10, no issues. I can't test HDR10 Plus, unfortunately. And then Dolby Vision, that's the biggest issue I have with this. And if you notice, a lot of the reviewers, they don't mention this issue when it comes to Dolby Vision, which I'm very kind of surprised at. Like, I have no skin in the game. I paid with my own money with this thing, so I'm gonna give an honest review on this thing and just tell you how it is. Would I still buy this knowing the HD, not the HD10, but the Dolby Vision issue? Probably. Because the other options out there are very, very expensive. I originally wanted the the Philips Hue sync box, but that thing is just way too much money from what I'm getting. Because, you know, in my smart home, I would love to have that in my ability to control that with the home app and everything. I know that some other YouTubers have been able to get that into their home app and control it that way instead of automation, which is cool. This does have an app as well, but I can't add it to my smart home or anything like that. I did look for some Homebridge plugins as well. I really couldn't find anything. As far as the app, I'll use my iPad as well. But as far as the app, so here's the app. So it's really easy, basic. You have the on, off. Sorry about that. Switch from the home page. So if you tap on it, you have the different HDMI ports you can select, different type of scene. So I have it on game mode. That's the best one to have it on. You can change the diffusion on it to make it more granular or whatnot. The video doesn't work that well. Game is the best one. So if you're gonna use this one, use it on game. It actually gives you the better replication of the light strips around the TV when it comes to what's on the actual TV. Then, like I said, you can turn it on, off. So right now, it's off. It's on. That's the setup guide, the TV sync switch, all that good stuff as well. I don't think those do anything. Yeah, those don't do anything. So you can rename it to, I have Neo 3. But yeah, that's pretty much the app. The app is very basic. Not much to really do from there. But like I said, overall, I like it. I think it's good. Oh, I forgot to show the bottom part. So at the bottom, you got the video, the music, and the scenes. So now all of a sudden the app is not working. So the app is not the greatest. It's a little slow and clunky sometimes, but for the most part, like I said, you get what you pay for. I want to say I paid like maybe, I think the original price was $199, but I think I got it for like $150 something, $159 maybe. I'll go and look it up again, and then I'll put it in the description of how much I paid for it and everything. You can get this on Amazon. If you do decide to get this, wait till Black Friday or Prime Day and see if you can get a decent deal on this. Like I said, it's not 100%. I probably would still buy it just because not everything I watch is in Dolby Vision. And then hopefully, maybe it can get fixed to a firmware. I mean, it has the hardware. It has HDMI 2.1 hardware. So I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. It might be a software issue. It might be a firmware issue. It might be able to get fixed in time. It might be a cable. I'll know if it's the cable. I'll do another review. I won't say a review, but I'll do a quick, maybe like a short with the box. If I do, once I do swap out the cable. Actually, I need to order another one because I want to run 2 cables just in case. So the goal is to run, because I had 2 HDMI outputs on my Onkyo, and a workaround for the Neo box was to run it off a splitter and basically kind of disable the Dolby Vision to where you're just getting the either SDR or HDR10 output, and it will kind of mimic a little bit of the Dolby Vision. It won't be complete accurate, but it's a little bit closer and a little bit better. So that was the solution for the NeoSync box. Not the the NeoSync box. But for the Fantasy 3, I just want to swap out those cables and see exactly if that's an issue. I'm just trying to eliminate any other issues before I just say, it's completely Lytmi's fault that there's an issue with the Dolby Vision on this product. But like I said, overall, I'm pretty satisfied for what I paid for. And it gets to exactly what I want out of watching this for like regular TV viewing, YouTube and stuff like that. There's no issues at all. Everything works just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, as I'm just kind of rambling on from this point on. I do appreciate everyone watching. Thank you for your support. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section, and I will get back with you as soon as possible. Probably my next video, I kind of want to do they installed the Remy Halo in the Havoc system. I think that's a cool little system for when it comes to air purification and stuff like that. It's not really smart home equipment, but it's smart equipment, and it's cool equipment, and it's, you know, it's for the house. So I like cool stuff like that. So thank you, and like I said, I'll see you in the next video.